Hi, Chico. Chico is on holiday. Woot, woot. Wow. No, kick. Go. Calvi. Go. Yes, like that. No need. You're a big boy now. Flippers daw. Hello guys. Andito na kami sa swimming lessons ng mga bata. And hindi na tayo nakapag-tour dito, no? But this is Venue 88 Jensen. And direct to the point lang siya, guys. Basically, meron siyang hotel, merong place for functions, and then meron silang swimming pool and restaurant. So, sinama ko ngayon si Chico kasi may mga times na si Chico ay nababagot sa bahay. And it's not quite fair na yung kanyang kuya ay merong extra curricular activities. So, ngayon si Chico ay off mode. Ayan siya, oh. Feeling proud. Akala mo naman marunong lumangoy. Chico! Wow! Of course, kasama ni Calvi for this lesson is Kuya Jericho with Coach Curvy over there. Topless. May six-pack yan. Up lang pala, isa lang. Ayan sa Tibo G din. Hi guys! See you Balot Island. Mag-shoutout ka naman. See you! See you. Balot Island. Sinong babalikan natin sa Balot Island, ha?
Patuko man ko.
Patuko.
Manaboy.
Patuko.
Lagaan yung lagaan. Takapat. Sa Tibo G, guys. Sa Tibo G, excited ka na? Yeah. First time mo, dumugin ka ng amo mo doon sa balot.
Sige lang.
First time mo magdala ng 20 katao. First time. Baka wala kaming tulugan doon na. Baka tapon mo kami sa labas ng bahay. So mag-aantay lang kami na mag-start yung lessons nila, guys. 3:30 mag-start si Calvi and right now it's 5 minutes before time. So may time sila together maglaro and then of course mag-warm up na lang si Calvi sa tubig. Nice. Paborito ni Calvi yung kanyang goggles na crab. Mabuti si Chico hindi naman nagselos, no? Ay, Chico is so sweet. Next time Mayumi na pod. Si Mayumi kasi may swimsuit na. Nice. Binilan ko sila, guys, ng yung toy na mag-sink sa pool. So yan na yung nilalaro nila. Very worth it naman yung aking 200 pesos. Of course, si Chico, suot ang goggles niya. Akala mo naman naglalangoy. Pero maganda kasi itong ano na to eh. Yung lalim niya is very nice. Enough for the children lang. Ayan oo. Sakit na naman yung ulo ko. Pero dito sa kabila, yung malalim na part, ay hindi naman masyadong malalim. Mga 4.5 feet lang. That's where we used to train ourselves. Pero ngayon, tumigil na kami kasi tapos na yung training namin. So. Guys, si Calvi, tumalon sa pool na siya lang. And, nag-swimming na siya ng walang floater, walang noodles, kickboard na lang, guys. Plus pa. Tapos balikan pa talaga. Amazing. Amazement. Amusing. Amusement. Go! 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 Oh! You bubbles? What? Calvi bubbles? Oh my gosh! So proud! Okay, get ready. Go, Doy! Bubbles, Doy! Okay, go! Goggles! Goggles, Jericho! Balik! Balik! Okay. Goggles on. Goggles on. Ready? Go. Go. OMG, guys. 10, not even 10 sessions and look at the progress. The fear of water, wala na. Yay. And that is 4.5 feet for a 4-year-old and a 5-year-old child. Wow. Tapos nag-U-turn pa yan guys ha. Go Calby! Go Jericho! I'm so proud. I'm so proud guys of my 8,000 pesos. 8,000 pesos na bayad for training. I'm so happy. Of course, Curvy Ann yan. Curvy Ann, Coach Curvy and Coach Ann. Maraming salamat of Jensen. Location, Venue 88 guys. So, check it out. Gusto nyo mamit yung mga coach, punta lang kayo dito. They are normally here every afternoon. Or you can ask Venue 88. Wow. Calby is amazing guys. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Calby screams in the water like nothing. Takot na takot po sa tubig si Calby. Lalo na sa malalim. Pero look at him right now. No fear. Smile. Enjoying. Trying his best. Wow. And Kuya Jericho, look. Go Jericho! Go Calby! Bubbles daw! Go! Iko guys, 5 minutes lang sa tubig, humingi ng merienda, naubos niya. Ngayon, gusto niya namang kunin yung merienda ni Calby. Where are you going? Swim, go swim. You have to be hungry first. Kain lang pinunta mo dito. Wala pang 5 minutes. Okay, Bubbles. Mukha mo. Brrrr. Ayan din si Muning pala. Sige, mag-warm up na kayo kasi kayo ang sunod na magkaroon ng swimming lesson.
Ay, okay na. Kayong puas na performance.
Yeah.
What? Today is what?
Sorry?
Today is what?
Today's Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Okay, Tuesday. On Tuesday, I was in class. I was with Samuel, Arundel, and me.
That's a nice name. Samuel and Arundel.
Yeah, then me. I was sharing my food to Arundel and Samuel.
That's nice. But I think sometimes you have to be careful in sharing because sometimes they have allergies. Like they cannot eat milk. If they eat milk, they get sick. And what if your cookies has milk in it? Sometimes some kids cannot eat peanuts. When they eat peanuts, they get itchy all over. And you don't know that, so I think it's better to be careful.
I saw Samuel with white cookies like me. The pink one, strawberry.
Hansel.
And it was white inside.
White inside for him, so that should be the milk one.
Yeah.
For you, strawberry. You like the strawberry one?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy when we went groceries together?
Yeah, and he didn't give to me. Now that's why you can be happy.
Yeah, that's okay because maybe Samuel or Arundel was thinking that maybe Calby is not okay with milk. I don't know that, you know. I have to be careful.
We cannot just mix milk. We can't.
Even some kids cannot eat egg. If you give them egg, they can't breathe. So you have to be careful in giving other kids food.
Yeah, your first milk or in cookies. Pour just milk, then drink. Second, egg in grapes. Only egg, crack and eat. Second, rice in phone. No. Rice is supposed to be in plants, trees, and even farmers and eat.
And how's other kids' manners in the classroom? Are they good? Are they nice?
Yeah.
Is someone not being nice?
But they're not behaving to the teacher. When they're just back and they see that their friend, they'll just bang it. They'll just run around the classroom.
And they will say pangit?
Not bang it.
They run around the classroom.
Yeah. until they fall down.
How about you? What do you do when they're running around?
I just do something else without running around.
What do you do usually on your chair? Do you read? Do you write? What do you do?
If I bring a toy and I show them, they are going to not run. They'll come down.
But teacher said no toys in the classroom. No toys from home. The toys can stay in the car.
So probably when how about my classmates are here, Teacher Jay is not there, Teacher Jay is back. Now we have to put back the toys.
But does your classroom have books to read? Storybooks?
The toys are moved already. The books, there's only learning books.
There's no storybooks.
Yeah, no more. That took them.
Alright, maybe you can have a storybook sometime.
Says play, but
Okay,
it's still bored.
Next one is you're taking your vitamins after.
And my wound.
And your wound. I'll clean
But
it.
I'm going to shower.
3 more spoons, then you can go shower. So school is a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Thumbs up? Show me. Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Thumbs up and thumbs down.
Thumbs up.
It's thumbs up and thumbs down. Because I'm just nervous where the books are and the toys.
Pause. Did you sleep well? Did you have a good dream? I slept with you, did you see? I'm a good mommy. Are you happy? Are you happy I slept with you? Okay. Yeah. Still early. You have to eat rice first. What's wrong?
Oh, no, pencil out.
It's preparing. I'm coming, love. Let me eat a bit. I'll put this in.
What happened to this plant? Why are you getting all this? There's a kind of a baby shark. Alexa, put baby shark. Then later the night don't ask me for raining chocolate. Shark.
Mommy shark, mommy shark. Let's dance. Ouch. At maayong buntag. Aga pa ako natatawa guys kasi natatawa ako dun sa nag-comment dun sa Facebook ko. Dahil alam nyo naman ako yung nagbebenta sa Facebook at meron akong, ang way ng pagbebenta namin ngayon ay dinadaan namin sa Reels. Bakit kami umabot sa Reels guys? Alam nyo kasi sa akin as online seller, kapag hindi gumagana yung isang marketing strategy, kailangan namin maghanap ng another way. I know I'm not the only online seller na gumagawa ng ganyan, pero I would like you guys to understand sa mga hindi pa, sa mga hindi pa nagnenegosyo or sa mga bago pa lang din sa negosyo, we know that online selling right now is the future, okay? Kailangan nating makipagsabayan. And if live selling is not working like how it used to be, we have to try another ways. And what we found out na nag-work right now is yung mga reels namin kung saan sinusuot ko talaga mismo yung mga damit para makita ng mga customers namin yung fit ng damit, yung ganda ng damit na tao talaga yung nakasuot at hindi po plastic or hindi mannequin yung ibig kong sabihin. So I was making this small dances here and there just to get that kind of at least merong vibe, merong energy. And someone was commenting there. Actually, she commented this morning. Ang sabi niya, ayokong sabihin yung name ha, pero this is just something na I have in my head. Sabi niya sa akin, marami daw siya nakakita nagbebenta ng damit, pero hindi naman daw sumasayaw-sayaw. Wala naman daw mga pa-OA at papansin na effect. So ngayon, nag-comment ako sa kanya. Kasi ako guys, I will not say na, some people will call me patola. Some people will tell me that I'm mapagpatol. Pero ako guys, ganun talaga ako eh. Kung ano yung ginagawa ko, kung ano yung nakikita ninyo, that is really me. And that's me in person. Kahit makasama nyo ako, sumasagot ako pag feel ko gusto kong sumagot. Okay? I will not keep that in my heart. I'll not keep that in my head na if I want to speak, I'll stop myself. Not really. Sometimes. Pero may mga oras talaga na sumasagot talaga ako guys. So I told this person na ikaw nga, madam makareact ka nga sa reels ko na nagbebenta ako na OA eh. Ako pa kaya na naghahanap ng pera. So, let's consider the fact na kapag naghahanap ka ng pera or naghahanap buhay ka, you have to exert as much effort as possible. Kailangan mo mag-get out of your comfort zone. Kailangan mo mag-think outside the box. Alright? You always have to keep that kind of engagement with your viewers para hindi mawala yung engagement mo or yung interest ng mga tao sa'yo, lalong-lalo na kung nagbebenta ka. So, for me, I feel better that I answered her back. I feel like, you know, it's not a bad answer. I mean, if you can react that way sa isang tao na naghahanap ng pera, na naghahanap buhay at nagbebenta, how much more sa ibang tao na mas sobra pa talaga. Alright? So anyway, yun lang yung kwento ko guys. Chinismis ko lang sa inyo. And then, another na chichika ko sa inyo this morning, I was so amazed as a mother kay Calby. Kasi nag-uusap kami while having breakfast. And he just used the word probably. Nashock ako guys. Saan niya napulot yung probably? Most probably, ginamit ko siya. Pero natawa ako sa the way niya ginamit. Kasi sabi niya, probably. Kasi nakulangan siya ng bob. So, natawa ako. Pero, tinry niyang gamitin niya sa sentence. And then, I kind of realized how much my children try to, especially Calby try to follow my vocabulary sometimes. And, kaya nga lagi kong nire-remind yung sarili ko na mag-Tagalog eh. Kasi si Calby talagang hindi siya takot na mag-try, lalong-lalo na ng mga Tagalog. Kasi minsan, pinagdudugtong-dugtong niya. So, sabi ko kay Calby, you know, I'm very proud of him. Kasi sabi niya sa akin, ma'am, parang nagtanong siya something about daw sa libro na kung very good ba daw siya sa mga books niya, kung feeling ko daw ginagawa niya daw yung best niya sa books niya. And then I had to tell my child something. Kasi ako guys, growing up, our mother had a different kind of parenting when it comes to academics. Si mama, mas nafe-feel niya na happy siya at proud siya kapag mataas yung grades namin, kapag we are valedictorian, salutatorian, or third honor, kapag nag-i-excel kami sa academics, mataas yung exams namin, ganun klase na si mama namin. Pero for me as a mother, I'm different. With all the things that I've experienced in life, wait, check ko lang kung nag-recording tayo, okay. Sa lahat ng mga bagay na na-experience ko sa buhay, I did realize that academics really is not the focus of it all. Academics really is not even, I wouldn't even say it's the icing on the cake, okay? For me, it's not important to it's not important for me, guys. What is important for me is if you are learning, if you have learned something that you did not learn before, okay, that is good enough for me. Yan ako as nanay. At klarong-klaro ako dyan, kahit dati pa guys, sa tatay ng mga anak ko. Hindi ako yung nanay na pinipressure yung anak ko sa academic. Hindi ako yung nanay na nalulungkot o nagagalit kapag bumagsak yung anak ko. Pero ako yung sinasabi ko kasi I grew up like that eh. I have too much pressure when it comes to academics. I have too much pressure na 18 lang yung score ko over 20. Dapat 20 over 20. So it really took my childhood away. At least the part of my, you know, alam niyo, parang hindi ako makabuylo ba? Yun yung ibig kong sabihin. And right now, kahit dati pa kay Kuya Nasri, kay Muhammad Ali, kay Kuya Kahil, because they were already in higher grade level, I always remind them, your grades are the least, it's important, but it's not the most important for me. What is important for me is what you have learned in school as a person, how you deal with other children, how you deal with other people, the skills that you are getting and learning, the talents that you are improving. Yun yung lagi kong sinasabi sa kanila. Kaya if you can recall guys, yung mga vlog ko before as nanay, when I pick up my kids in Africa, in Uganda, kapag sinusundo ko sila, hindi yung question ko about sa classroom. Hindi sa kung paano nila sinagot or tama ba yung exam nila. My question is always, what happened today? Can you tell me something that happened today? Something funny perhaps? Something sad? Something that made you mad? Ganun yung tinatanong ko sa mga anak ko kasi I'm not into academics talaga. I don't want to put that in my children's head, to be honest with you guys. When I see my child failing an exam, when I see my child getting low scores in tests, in academics, I ask them why. I ask them what they don't understand. I ask them what happened. Pero I don't focus on it too much. Instead, I tell my children, try to study this one kasi eto magagamit mo to in the future. Most especially yung English language at saka yung math. Those are very important for me. The rest, you will learn them as you grow. I don't know how you guys are. I'm not going to judge other parents out there who has a different kind of parenting when it comes to academics for their children. Pero I'm just talking to you guys about how I raise mine. And I am doing that because that is, I grew up differently. And I want my kids, I would like my kids not to grow up that is, you know, nagbe-base lagi sa grades. Malungkot si mama kasi bagsak ako. Malungkot ako kapag pangit yung ugali mo. Malungkot ako kapag bastos ka sa teachers mo. Malungkot ako kapag bully ka sa mga friends mo. Malungkot ako kapag gumagawa ka ng mga behavior na kahit na alam mo na mali, ginagawa mo pa rin. Yun ang kinakalungkot ko. Pero yung mga exams, mga test papers, mga scores, I never feel sad about them. Yes, I am concerned because I'm concerned maybe my child is not giving enough attention. Maybe my child is not focused in the class. Yun yung concern ko. Pero yung fact na talagang bagsak yung anak ko, bobo yung anak ko, no. And even right now, yung mga tatay ng mga anak ko, yung tatay ng mga anak ko na nila Nasri and Ali and then the rest of my children, he is very focused into academics. And I always remind him na okay lang kasi nag-try ng best yung bata. My son is studying day and night. My son is not even sleeping well because he's studying. If he cannot get that kind of grades, let's try to motivate him instead. Okay? Ayoko ma-feel ng mga anak ko yung pressure sa academics kasi yun yung na-feel ko growing up. Ang tatay naman ni Kahil, what I like about sa tatay ni Kahil, focus siya sa academics pero focus din siya sa skills at saka sa talent. And I really, really like that as a parent. Though, alam ko na focus siya sa academic kasi matalino yung tatay ni Kahil. Hindi naman sa pagbubuhat sa bangko, pero ang tatay ni Kahil kasi is also book smart. He is also street smart and sports smart. So he is actually applying that to Kahil, guys. Lahat ng mga awareness ng danger, mga ganon, being independent, tinuturo niya. When it comes to academics, malungkot siya kapag bumabagsak si Kahil and everything. Pero at least sa papa ni Kahil, nako-communicate ko sa kanya ng maayos. You know, at least sa papa ni Kahil, hinahayaan niya akong kausapin si Kahil na kahit nandyan siya at naririnig niya na sinasabihan ko si Kahil na, anak, I know you did your best. I know you failed in this test, but can you ask yourself, did you do your best? Can you ask yourself, did you study well? Can you ask yourself, did you listen to the teacher when the teacher was trying to explain this to you? Because if you did and you did not understand that, I think you have to try a little bit harder. Pero yung galit at saka disappointment na bagsak yung anak ko or maliit yung grades niya, I don't feel like that. I don't feel like that. But when Kyle calls me, for example guys, si Kuya Kyle is now turning 12 years old and he will be in primary, he's already in primary 6. When he calls me and he's tired kasi nag-study siya, I respect that. Kahit mag-usap lang kami ng anak ko over video call guys, not even for 5 minutes, and he tells me something fun or kahit sabihan niya lang ako ng joke, that is good enough for me. For me right now, the mental health for children is #1 priority. At saka yung security nila na they are okay, they are well, they are in safe hands, they are secured. And my children can always come to me for anything. They will not feel scared. They will not feel like mom will shout at me because I failed my test. I don't want my children to feel like that. And sabi ko nga kay Calby kanina, balik tayo kay Calby. Sabi ko kay Calby, anak, you are doing your best in your books, and I can see that, and I'm very proud of you. And I saw how you are so focused and so excited every time na gumagawa ka ng libro mo. But you know what's more important for me, anak? If you are behaving well in the classroom. Are you behaving well in the classroom? And then he started telling me, yes mom, I'm behaving in the classroom. When my friends are running around, I'm just trying to look for things that I can do. So this kind of conversation are precious and priceless for me. I want my children to know as young as 2 years old na as long as you do your book and you are serious and you are focused on it, when it's time for studying, you're really studying, that's fine with me. Because for me, I always remind my kids there's always a time to study or to work, and there's always a time to play, and they have to respect both. Okay, so once again guys, it was a productive morning. It was a productive day as well for me yesterday. I did work, I did business, I did sell, and then I spent some time with my children, and then at the end of the day I also spent some time alone. I played the piano, I tried to learn some new things for myself, and my heart is happy. My heart was full, and today is another day. Ayan. So maraming salamat once again for staying with us guys, for loving me and my children from day 1 to day nth time. I don't know what day it is now, since I was still not pregnant with Chico until now that Chico is almost 3 years old. Since I was not pregnant with Mayumi, all the dramas, all the tears of joy, the cries, the laughter, and everything, you are still with me guys. I hope I keep you inspired in some way. I hope I kept you guys motivated in some way, and I hope to be always like that to you guys, na sana ma-achieve ko lagi sa mga videos ko na maging inspirational sa inyo, maging educational sa inyo kahit konti, at maging entertainment sa inyo kahit konti. Of course, motivational na din para naman you know, I would say that there is always that value na pwede kong ma-share sa inyo. Once again guys, this is the story of my life. I am Princess J. Niga, a single nanay ng 4 na kulot, 8 na pala to, sorry, 4 na kulot, half African, half Filipino children. We love you so much, and we'll see you on the next episode. Much love from the Higas.